Evening, everyone. Welcome along. It is Thursday, the 17th of August. Hope you're all well. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Getting started. Oh, hello. Where's the timer gone? Put that there. There we go. That made more sense. Yeah, about 11 and a half minutes and we'll get underway this evening. So, yeah, hope everybody is good. Hope you're all well. I didn't lose the song. It was never really mine in the first place. It's just, yeah, for whatever reason, something I said last week was something to do. They wrote the songs for Google, so it may well be that they've come up with a deal and struck a deal with someone else. I don't know. It's not even on the YouTube studio anymore. Anyway, right, moving on. Yeah, how it's been one of those weeks. How are you all? Hope you're all well. Yeah, 50 questions. So still partly an August takeover this evening. So for example, entertainment kickers off tonight. The music questions are supplied by one of you. There's a very new, interesting idea. I mean, I've had to write the questions for it, but I like the idea of the round for round three. So we'll get to that a bit later on. Connections round supplied by you guys as well, and then general knowledge back to me as well, and round two is by me as well. So yeah, it's a combination of you guys and myself this evening. But if you do want to say hello, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz is the best place really to get on and say hello. But I will say hello to those who have already been very early in and saying hello. We will start with Jim Newman, who says most of the WEG admins are back in the UK. I think I've seen a picture from a Eurostar. Back in the UK, apart from Enid and Peter, who are still in Germany. Could you shout out congratulations to Peter and Mel back from the Arctic Circle in time to become grandparents again as well. Most of the rest of the admins are in Paisley, waiting patiently to do the quiz. Of course, yeah. Well, congratulations, Peter and Mel, for becoming parents, grandparents. Even congratulations to you guys for that. I'm glad that you got back in time for it as well. So yeah, hello to all of you. Hello to Sir of the Bill of the Tutors and the rest of the YouTube live chat legends. Even good evening to all of you guys. That reminds me, I've not even opened that up. I'll do that in the background. It says 5 out of the 5 this morning with no help from Zoe. Oh, bless her. I mean, I've done it before. You just talk and you don't even realise you've given away an answer. But she did not really. I mean, I was laughing from the moment she gave away the answer, and she still didn't realise. It took her forever. Bless her. But yeah, it was very entertaining. I did say off air when it finished, I said, have you all been drinking this morning? Because you're very, very, very giddy. But yeah, no, it was good fun this morning. So well done to you, Bill, for there. 5 out of 5. Hello to Irene. Hope you all enjoyed your few days away. I'll talk about that later on. Looking forward to tonight's quiz, and maybe, just maybe, we might beat Vicky and Ben. To which Vicky's replied, doubt it. Hang on. I mean, no, I'm going to get myself in trouble if I say anything. But yeah, good luck. I'm sure you'll beat Vicky and Ben. If you're not beating them on a regular basis, I'd like to know why. Good evening to Moogie and Phil as well. Hello to you guys. Hello to Sally Bates as well. Hello to our friends over in Sweden, the 2 weird dots above the O, who say congratulations to the Lionesses to the place in the finals. Would have wished it was against Sweden, but we hope for the bronze. Yeah, I was watching that. Yeah, congratulations to the Lionesses. We're looking forward to watching that on Sunday. Did you see that? One of the three, is it 3 box parks? One in Wembley, one in Croydon. The tickets for it sold out in 8 minutes flat for Sunday, which is absolutely incredible. So yeah, I'm watching it from home. I've got work to do on Sunday. I've got a quiz on Sunday night as well, so I'll be watching it from home. But yeah, good luck to the Lionesses for Sunday. Liz and Keith are in this evening. Good evening to you guys. It's your connection round this evening, which might give you a bit of an edge. But anyway, we are in the UK now, so joining you from 2 different locations for the next 2 weeks. We are with our best friends Linda and Glenn in Benfleet in Essex. They also enjoy the quizzes. Yes, so you might have to. I have tweaked your questions slightly, which I do with all of them, just so they're a bit more readable. That's all. So yeah, but yeah, good evening to you guys. Thank you very much for your connection round, which will come up later on. Hello to Jeanette and John and Laura Armstrong in Belfast. Good evening to you guys. Evening to the Leamington Loungers as well. Hopefully we will do better this week. I'm sure you'll be fine. Hello to Simon Taylor as well. Good evening to you. Hello to newbie Linda and Claire and Jebril Anya up from Cornwall with Mad Nanny and Auntie Bear. Could you say hi to us all? Hello to the Bakewell Tarts and the Black Isle Peas as well. Good evening to all of you guys. Hi Jay, can we have a shout out to the Stargazer Lodge in Wigton, Cumbria? Moorheads and Dunbars enjoying a break away. Home tomorrow if Gordon Satnav can behave. Love Denise, Stephen, Lexi, Elena, Julie and Gordon. Oh, and a happy birthday to me as well, which is Denise. Happy birthday, Denise. Yeah, hope you guys are having an incredible break away. I'm sure you will have had. Hello Hope you're well. Looking forward to the quiz tonight. Are Chris, the man all tattered and torn, and Susan, the maiden, all forlorn? You're wasted in you've got to start writing some poetry of some description, Chris. You really have got to. We live in the house that Jack built. Not your Jack, obviously. Hey, listen, he's quite talented. He's built himself a wooden train track that's taken over the whole of the living room, and he's done it all by himself in the last couple of days. I mean, it is like an obstacle course trying to walk through our living room at the moment, but he's very proud of it, so we've left him to it. So yeah, no, he's doing well, and he's finally he learnt to ride a bike while we were away, which was very, very sweet. I will talk more about bits and pieces later on. Right, let me say hello in from Twitter. John, Sue and the Welling Wizards are looking forward to joining you tonight. And can we have the flower pot men question tonight? Poor Zoe's never going to live that down. Richie's stupid answers and Zoe just giving away answers and never going to live that down. 2 out of 3 of the Shropshire posse are joining in from poolside in Turkey. It's been a long day travelling, but worth it. In no way, shape or form jealous. But could you do me a favour? Can you just like turn me a couple of times, just keep my tan, looking even. But yeah, hope you guys are well over there, the Shropshire posse. Yeah, I mean, this is normally the time of year we go to Tenerife, but we've not gone this year. And one of the places we like to go while we're there is Candelaria. So I hope everyone's safe over there at the moment, because I don't think it's really been reported on the news. But Candelaria's got some really bad wildfires at the moment. A friend of mine out there sent me some pictures this morning. So yeah, I hope everyone's safe out there. It's one of our favourite places, that Candelaria. So yeah, hello to Snowy, good evening to you. Kieran and Lorna, hello to you guys as well. Tracy's back from Gran Canaria. Mr. Quiz, so glad to be back. However, I am missing the 98-degree heat. Looking forward to a great quiz. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's relatively warm up here in Darwin anyway. I don't know about the rest of the world. Jay, can you say a big well done to Elise for landing her new job, please? I hope I pronounced that wrong. I do apologise if I haven't, Matt, but it'll just go down as another mispronunciation. But yeah, congratulations to Elise for landing her new job. What better way to celebrate than getting quizzical with you on a Thursday night? Or a good old, yeah. It's a family quiz. I can't say that. So yeah, good. Well done to you, Elise. Hope you, hope it all goes well. Wegman Arctic Explorers here. Radio Science for the last 2 quizzes due to tech issues and hot dinner date. Half of the team back in UK to meet the new granddaughter. Enid and Peter are lost in Holland. The team will be back together 1st of September at the Brizzle mashup with the UK crew. I hope they're not still lost in Holland. That sounds a bit worrying, but yeah, hope you guys are all well. And finally on here for now, huzzah to Anva Anderson. Good evening to you. Could you say hello to Larry and Wendy over in Burnham on Sea even? They've been complaining I get too many mentions. They are old friends of ours and we didn't realise they were avid fans as well. Bless them. Well, hello to you, Larry and Wendy. There you go. You can now join. You can now tell Anva that you've had a shout out. Hello. Hi, Jay. Can you say hi to my team E4 Idiots, weekly quiz players as well? It's just dropped in. Of course I can. Hello to you and all of you guys. Hope you are well. So yeah, about 3.5 minutes to kick off. Before we kick off, let me scroll up because I did see something in the other bit. Let me go. Everyone started talking way more than I thought. It's here. Hello, Martin Leach. Hope you are well. But he, more importantly, a good... start again, Jay. More importantly, a shout out to his good lady, Carolyn, who is 60 on Monday. So I hope she has a great party on the 26th. Yeah, happy birthday, Carolyn. You've got a good one there in Martin as well. He's been absolutely brilliant. Gives lots of good advice to a lot of the patrons and keeps them smiling. So yeah, happy birthday to you, Carolyn. And hello to you as well, Martin. I need your hubby's name. Okay. I don't know what's going on. You guys are talking about something I may have missed. Let me just double check. Happy birthday to what would have been Wednesday and Weymouth Carnival Day. Also would have been my mum's 97th birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Colin, to your mum if she was with us today. So happy birthday to you, to her for you. A-level results day, and child 2 is off to paramedic science because she got the ridiculous grades needed to train for the NHS. Well, congratulations to you, child 2 from the Torbit family. Well done. Congratulations. Congratulations to you and everyone who A-level results today. It looks like they were a bit... I didn't really understand it because I know it was 2 years of COVID where there weren't really exams and marking and stuff. But yeah, it still seems like a high percentage of people got into their first choice uni. So congratulations if you do, and congratulations and best of luck if you're looking for other stuff. Bon voyage to Start again. Bon voyage to Barb, who's off on her cruise tomorrow, from Ian, Hells, Louis, and Paige. Where are you off? Anywhere nice? There's a lot of places you can go on a cruise. You can go on a cruise down the motorway if you fancy going for a drive. But yeah, anywhere in particular you're off, Barb, let us know. It'd be nice to know. And hello to Monica and Alan. Good evening to you guys as well. Let me just do a few bits of administration in the background. I don't know why I'm going German. It's been one of those days. There we go. That's that sorted. Yeah. So yeah, if you're just joining us, about a minute to go and we will get underway and get off and running this evening. I don't know where this accent's coming from. It's been a long week. Yeah, usual fun of the fair. 50 questions as always. Some of them from you guys, some of them from me. Yeah, I've just been putting together this afternoon. I've just been trying to get everything into one place, so halfway through putting all of the Zoe Ball quiz questions that I've asked. It's back in May 2020 I started that. And I think so far it looks like I've only missed like 2 weeks of a Thursday morning with them. Unlike here, where we've not missed a single Thursday night. I've been here every single Thursday night in some way, shape or form since March 2020. Yeah. And we're still here. Right, 18 seconds to go and we'll get this underway this evening. I need to make sure that's... Oh, hello. Oh, no, okay. That's fine. It's there. So yeah, some questions from me tonight, some questions from you guys as well in this hybrid August takeover, which it has made my life a little bit easier. Having some questions to work with. I've still got a load of people to get back to, but I had a couple of issues. But anyway, we'll come across to that later on. But moving this across, welcome along. It is Thursday, the 17th of August. Thank you very much for joining us. 50 questions then in front of us as always. So we start with entertainment as we always do. The music questions tonight, and for the next 3 quizzes I think I can do. So the music questions are supplied by Isabel Sharman. Thank you very much for submitting. She submitted a whole music round, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to spread your questions, Isabel, over the next few entertainment rounds. So yeah, thank you very much, Isabel, for that. So the music questions from Isabel, the other questions are from me. Let's get into it then with this, your first question tonight. Tom Hanks played Victor Navorsky in which 2004 film, along with Catherine Zeta-Jones? So Tom Hanks played Victor Navorsky in which 2004 film, along with Catherine Zeta-Jones? Question number 2 this evening. What is the married surname of Posh Spice? This is one of Isabel's questions. So what is the married surname of Posh Spice? Which reminds me, good evening to Hayley as well. Honestly, that Hayley has an encyclopedic knowledge of Spice Girls. Still think she should go. Well, actually, no. I say she should go on Mastermind and do like a Spice Girls Mastermind round. But Hayley, I don't think you'd cope very well with the general knowledge. Well, from us, general knowledge, but the general knowledge on Mastermind. Number 3, I'm going to pay for that. Number 3, which Netflix series that started in 2020 is set in the London Regency era? I didn't even know that was a thing until I researched this earlier. Which Netflix series that started in 2020 is set in the London Regency era? Oh, here we go. I'm about to get shouted at. I'm only being honest. Number 4, which 2015 animated movie had characters joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust? So which 2015 animated movie had characters joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust? Number 5, Hayley Williams is the singer with which group? So Hayley Williams is the singer with which group? Don't throw Easter eggs at me tonight. I haven't got the reflexes. Number 6, which actor started their career playing Dr. Doug Ross in the TV show ER? So which actor started their career playing Dr. Doug Ross in the TV show ER? Or Number 7, who played Sister Mary Clarence in the 1992 movie Sister Act? So who played Sister Mary Clarence in the 1992 movie Sister Act? Oh. Number 8, Wonderwall was the greatest #1 single for which band? So Wonderwall was the greatest #1 single for which band? Move my chair. I've been sat here that long today. My chair, the wheels are dug into my carpet and I can't move. Number 9, which comedian was part of the TV series Travels with My Father? Which comedian was part of the TV series Travels with My Father? And finally, number 10, The Founder was a 2016 biographical drama focusing on the beginning of which fast food franchise? Finally watched this the other day. I know it came out in 2016. But finally watched this the other day, and it is brilliant. I thought it was really good, actually. But yeah, The Founder was a 2016 biographical drama focusing on the beginning of which fast food franchise? Okay, round 2 then is a bit of science and nature for you this evening. I really need to sort that out so that it goes up a bit higher. Never mind. Yeah, round 2, bit of science and nature. These are from me, so science and nature questions written by yours truly. Kicking off with this for number 1. Which of these is one of the noble gases? So which of these is one of the noble gases? Is it oxygen, hydrogen, or helium? So which of these is one of the noble gases? Is it oxygen, hydrogen, or helium? I'm going to put my hand around the can so that no one can sort of shout at me and say that I'm advertising something. And also, it's non-alcoholic. I just realised my mouth was getting very dry, so I need a drink. Number 2, what does the HD stand for in HDMI? So what does the HD stand for in HDMI? Hello.
Where did you put my iPad?
Mummy and Daddy's room. It's in front of, it's just under the TV. Okay. Hi, Jack. Number 3, stop giggling in the back, it's a family show. The pineal gland can be found in which part of the body? Bye, Jack. The pineal gland can be found in which part of the body? Stop sniggering at the back. Number 4, what is the name of the nearest galaxy to the Milky Way? The Milky Way? Milky Way. Oh, hello, we're off and running. Now, I was giggling earlier when I was writing this question because for me, it's like I could just imagine someone going, well, it's my Mars bar because my Mars bar's the nearest, or Galaxy Caramel or what have you. Oops. So what is the nearest name of, what is the name of the nearest galaxy to the Milky Way? Number 5, what is the name of the fluid that protects the fetus during pregnancy? What is the name of the fluid that protects the fetus during pregnancy? Paramedic trainee under pressure in round 2. Well, putting those A levels you've just achieved to good use. Number 6, the wombat is an animal native to which country? So the wombat is an animal native to which country? Number 7, when listed alphabetically, which chemical element comes last? So when listed alphabetically, which chemical element comes last? Yeah, it's trending on Twitter. Sorry, I just reopened Twitter. Yeah, it's trending on Twitter about Canary Islands. Oh, it's spread up into the mountain. Anyway, number 8. What is the name of a triangle that has 3 different angles? What is the name of a triangle that has 3 different angles? On the wrong screen. Number 9. Which part of mathematics are symbols used to replace unknown numbers? So which part of mathematics are symbols used to replace unknown numbers? So I always said in school I would never need this branch of mathematics. Who needs this? And then coding and learning to code, I've suddenly gone, oh yeah, I should have paid more attention in school. Oops. And finally, number 10. How are the third molar teeth better known? So how are the third molar teeth better known? So, wrapping up then the first part of this evening's quiz, round 3. Now, this was recommended. Oh, let me find it. This was recommended to me by someone called Sam Daniels. So they explained it quite well, but it said they didn't have the capability to do the questions, which is fair enough. So I've written the questions for this, but the concept is Sam's. So the way to do this, so they're separated into 2 sections. The answer to question 1 is 4 letters long. For question number 2, add a letter and rearrange the 4 letters from the previous answer to make the answer to question 2, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, I'm hoping that makes sense. We'll then start again from question 6 with another 4-letter answer, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Yeah, I've done it right. So the answer. So let me just explain it again. The answer to question 1 is 4 letters long. Take those 4 letters, add a letter, rearrange them, and that will give you the answer to question 2, and then question 3, and question 4, and question 5, and so on. Hopefully that makes sense. Probably doesn't. I probably overcomplicated it from what Sam was suggesting, but here we go. Let's go. Question number 1. What C describes a system of words, letters, figures, or symbols used to represent others? So what C describes a system of words, letters, figures, or symbols used to represent others? Too much text on screen, my head hurts. Yeah, I've got to have the text on screen for those people who have us on mute. So, because otherwise they'd get here and go, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. So remember, take this answer, add a letter, and it will give you the answer to number 2, which is this. The furnishing and decoration of a room is called its what? So yeah, take the previous answer and add a letter, jumble them all up, and you'll get the answer to number 2. So I had a notification on Streamlabs come up at the bottom of my screen. It says, find the perfect mouse for your setup. I've got the perfect mouse. It's got a left button, a right button, a middle button. And yeah, anyway. Number 3. What word describes a bottle of wine that has become contaminated with parts of the stopper? So again, take the previous answer, add a letter, jumble it all up. Boom. Gives you the answer to number 3. So what word describes a bottle of wine that has become contaminated with parts of the stopper? That's what I wanted to see. Thank you, Tamara. We're guessing the next answer. Loving that. Thank you very much. That's what I wanted to see. Question number 4. Something that is bent or twisted out of shape or out of place is called what? So something that is bent or twisted out of shape or out of place is called what? Oh my word. I've just seen the words. I love this round. Oh. Number 5. A dish that has been cooked again is said to have been what? So remember, take the previous answer, add a letter, jumble them all up. Boom. There you go. A dish that has been cooked again is said to have been what? So I'm just actually making sure these are definitely 0%. Now brewed with renewable 100% electricity. There you go. Right, question 6 then. So completely new word. So forget everything you've done now before. This is a completely new word. Which word describes a deep blue-green colour? So 4 letters, new word. I don't know if that works for like people who've got me on mute. So 4 letters, new word. So question number 7, remember, take that answer, add a letter. Someone who is vigilant, ready before an expected attack is said to be what? So someone who is vigilant, ready before an expected attack is said to be what? Number 8, the total amount of money needed to rent something is called its what? So the total amount of money needed to rent something is called its what? Number 9, something lasting or existing forever without end is called what? So something lasting or existing forever without end is called a what? See, and that's the way it works there. I got question 6, the answer to question 6 by question 7. See, that's the way it works. That's why this round's clever. I tried to do it, starting with like going from 10 to 1, but it didn't work. And finally, number 10, inside is to internal as outside is to what? So inside is to internal as outside is to what? So there you go. Thank you very much to Isabel for the music questions for part of round 1. And thank you very much to Sam for the idea for round 3. Yeah, so it looks like it's gone well. Thanks to Annie who says, love round 3 tonight. Loads of the patrons in the Discord server loving it. And also, just seen on Twitter, can you say a happy birthday to Stuart Richardson, who is 50 today? Happy birthday to you, Stuart. Right, let me push the button for the website. Let me do that. Done. Yes, so if you need a recap, they're over now on jvpqquestions.com. That is going to change very, very, very soon. We're launching a new website, bringing everything into one place. It's been a labour of love for the last 5 months while I've been planning it, but it will bring everything into place. So it'll have how to book me for private quizzes, because a load of, there's Christmas coming up and stuff like that, Christmas parties. So all our details on how to book me, prices, etc., everything for that goes on there. There's some questions. My whole database is going to go on there as well. So yeah, there's loads and loads of things coming up that's going to be on the website. There'll be a pub quiz locator as well. So yeah, working on that. So the questions will move over to there for the breaks, but we'll come to that when we get to it, when we launch it in a few weeks. Right, going to take a short break. So yeah, go on over now, jvpqquestions.com. Head on over there if you need a recap, and I will see you in 7 minutes. Right, answers coming up then in just a short moment's time. So start getting your final ones down. Yeah, no, we went away Friday morning, set off at 6:30, down to Kent. Lovely little site, actually. It was very, very quiet. So yeah, we got set up with the tent and what have you. Yeah, it was nice. We came back. When did we come back? Monday afternoon. Well, I say Monday afternoon. It was a long, long drive. Set off at 10:30 from Kent. Went back via my mum's and then got back here just around about 8 o'clock. A lot of crashes on the way back. But yeah, no, it was good to get away. Sarah made friends with the tent next door quite early on, as she always does. The lovely lady next door, she turns out she listens to the quiz on a Thursday morning whilst cleaning as well. So yeah, Jack had a little friend to play with. And then Sarah's sister brought down a bike without stabilizers, chucked him on it, pushed him along, and it turns out, yeah, he's learnt to ride a bike in the space of about 5 minutes. So it's very, 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 very good. We're very pleased with him. So, no, it's private. Right, let's give you the answers then. We're way past time, so let's do this then. Swap your answer sheets over. Here we go. Let me just bring that back up so I've got it. Yeah, thanks again to Isabel Sharman for supplying the music questions for your entertainment round this evening. More of these to come from Isabel over the next couple of quizzes. So here we go. Number 1, Tom Hanks played Victor Navorsky. In which 2004 film, along with Catherine Zeta-Jones, it was The Terminal? It's a very, very good film. Number 2, what is the married surname of Posh Spice? It is Beckham. Number 3, which Netflix series that started in 2020 is set in the London Regency era? It's Bridgerton. Never watched it, I'll be honest. Not my cup of tea. Not something that's up my street, so I never watched it. Number 4, which 2015 animated movie had characters joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust? It is Inside Out. Number 5, Hayley Williams is the singer with which group? It is Paramore. Number 6, which actor started their career playing Dr. Doug Ross in the TV show ER? It was George Clooney. Then wasn't it him and is it Noah Wiley or something? George Clooney went on, and you don't really hear much of Noah Wiley. So I wonder what happened. That's one to have a look at. Number 7, who played Sister Mary Clarence in the 1992 movie Sister Act? It's Whoopi Goldberg. Number 8, Wonderwall was the greatest #1 single for which band? It's Oasis. Number 9, which comedian was part of the TV series Travels with My Father? Jack Whitehall. And number 10, The Founder was a 2016 biographical drama focusing on the beginning of which fast food franchise? It was McDonald's. Yeah, I found this popped up on my Netflix recommended a couple of weeks ago, so I finally got to watch it this week. Very, very good. I'll give it its dues. Round 2 then was Science and Nature. Number 1, which of these is one of the noble gases? It is helium. Number 2, what does the HD stand for in HDMI? It's high definition. It's down to you marking this. It's a point. So to get the point, you need high definition. But if you're marking a team and you want to give them half a point, I don't know if they got definition and didn't get high. It's up to you. Number 3, the pineal gland can be found in which part of the body? It is the brain. Number 4, what is the name of the nearest galaxy to the Milky Way? It is Andromeda. I'm not changing it on that as well. It is Andromeda. Number 5, what is the name of the fluid that protects the fetus during pregnancy? It's the amniotic fluid. Sorry, it feels like I had something on my lip. Number 6, the wombat is an animal native to Australia. Number 7, when listed alphabetically, which chemical element comes last? It is zirconium. It's gone. Number 8, what is the name of a triangle that has 3 different angles? It's a scalene triangle. Number 9, which part of mathematics are symbols used to replace unknown numbers? It's algebra. And finally, number 10, how are the 3rd molar teeth better known? It is the wisdom teeth. Round 3 then was your ladder round again. Thank you very much to Sam for the idea for this. Number 1, what C describes a system of words, letters, figures, or symbols used to represent others? It is code. So for question 2, you take the code and add a letter. The furnishing and decoration of a room is called its what? It is its decor. So C-O-D-E and add the R. Number 3, what word describes a bottle of wine that has become contaminated with parts of the stopper? It is corked. So add in the K in there. Number 4, something that is bent or twisted out of shape or out of place is called what? It is crooked or crooked even. That would make more sense, Jay. Come on. Crooked. And number 5, a dish that has been cooked again is said to have been recooked. I know, I was running out of options and it was doing my head in this part. I'd done the other bit, the next bit that's coming up, but this was dragging my head and I couldn't find an 8-letter word to break down. But anyway, number 6, what word describes a deep blue-green colour? It is teal. Number 7, someone who is vigilant, ready before an expected attack is said to be alert. See, and that's where it's quite clever. People didn't know, some people didn't know what question 6 was, used question 7 to then look for blue-green colours. Well done. See, that's the way it works. And number 8, the total amount of money needed to rent something is called its rental. Number 9, something lasting or existing forever without end is called eternal. And as someone pointed out, also a girl band. And finally, number 10, inside is to internal as outside is to external. Okie dokie, there you go. Tot your scores up. How are you getting on so far? You have 30 points available to you to be counted and see how you're doing tonight. Still to come, connections round and general knowledge. Your connections round tonight. If I can get my spreadsheet, I was Liz and yeah, it is Liz and Keith. Yeah, your connections round tonight is brought to you by Liz and Keith, who aren't in France. I've written it there, Liz and Keith, who are in France, but you're not in France. You're in the UK tonight. But Liz and Keith, who are normally in France, are bringing you the connection round this evening. Over the next couple of weeks, as part of the August takeover, so with like I said, I'm doing the slightly hybrid version rather than it all being about you guys. I've got some pre-recorded questions coming up over the next couple of weeks. Some guys have pre-recorded questions. I'm not going to utilize them in the rounds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bookend the breaks with them. So we'll go into like the first break on a Thursday and your question comes from Mr. Such and Such. Here it is, and it'll be a question for you to think about during the break. So for those of you who have pre-recorded questions and wondering where they are, that's what I'm planning to do with them. Right, that one there, and yeah, and I still have people to get in contact with as well. So if you have applied and want to get involved, I haven't forgotten you because I took the short break. I'm still going to get in touch, but to be honest, as I said, I've got loads more to put in over, and it's extended because of the hybrid version I'm doing now. So this might run into September anyway. So I know it said August takeover, but hey ho. Right, stop talking. Let's do that. Right, here we go then. Connections around then. As always, 9 questions. Question number 10. What links all of the answers together? So as I say, this comes from Liz and Keith, who were normally in France, but are in the UK at the moment. So I've tweaked their questions a little bit just to make it a bit more readable. But here we go. Number 1. What is the name of a kind of shellfish that can be eaten? Oh, I had a really bad dad joke in my head then. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. What is the name of a kind of shellfish that can be eaten? I just want to take my hat off to Ron and Sue, who do normally score very well, but they're on 28 out of 30 in the first round. I must admit that, yeah, well done to you guys. That's not being that sarcastic or in any way, shape or form. I'm genuinely proud of you. Number 2, a piece of metal suspended in a bell is called a what? So a piece of metal suspended in a bell is called a what? You won't be able to hear it because I've got the window shut. But train. Number 3, what is the hanging device in wood, plastic, or metal designed for clothes called? So what is the hanging device in wood, plastic, or metal designed for clothes called? Number 4, what name is given to a period of 1,000 years? So what name is given to a period of 1,000 years? 1,000 years. Number 5, what can be either a curved line or number 1 enemy? You can't have just one enemy. You've got to have a line of them. What can be either a curved line or number 1 enemy? Number 6, the card game originally called 21 is now called Blackjack or what? So the card game originally called 21 is now called Blackjack or what? I'm a bit threatening now. Sorry, I do apologise. Or what? Number 7, what is another name for column, pillar, or belfry? So what is another name for column, pillar, or belfry? Number 8, a postponement, delay, or stopping is called a what? So a postponement, delay, or stopping is called a what? Number 9, a long piece of metal or wood used in a structure is called a what? I meant to double check this question, actually. Hold, please. Hold, please. Well, start thinking about it. You might already know. Hang on. La da da dee, ya da da da, ya da da dee. Let me copy that because I can't get to my keyboard. Paste that in there. There. Okay, that makes it even more complicated, but I'll read it for you anyway. So, a long piece of metal or wood used in a structure. Or you can have this. A cantilever is... Never mind. You can just have the answer. That'll be way easier. I've gone all Zoe Ball on you. There you go. Have the answer. Moving swiftly on. Question number 10. What links them all together? Ay, ay, ay. So, question 10. What links them all together? And if you didn't know what the connection was, now you probably will do, now that I've given you that answer. Right, let's wrap tonight's quiz up. General knowledge then for you. Starting with this, number 1. Bonza is the new low-cost airline from which country? By the way, there is an answer repeated twice in this, and I only realised as I was about to go live when I was just double-checking something. Yeah. So Bonza is the new low-cost airline from which country? Number two, who wrote the novels Who wrote the novels Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer? Who wrote the novels Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer? Number three, with which style of clothing would you associate the Levi Strauss brand? Brand. With which style of clothing would you associate the Levi Strauss brand? Number four, Rhodes is the 9th largest island of the Mediterranean and belongs to which country? So Rhodes is the 9th largest island of the Mediterranean and belongs to which country? Number five, who won last Sunday's Netball World Cup final? It's a great final, to be fair. But who won last Sunday's Netball World Cup final? Number six, the Grand Marnier liqueur is flavoured with which fruit? So the Grand Marnier liqueur is flavoured with which fruit? Number seven, the Strait of Johor separates Malaysia with which country? So the Strait of Johor separates Malaysia with which country? I've got one answer down for this. I will check in the break just in case there are any smaller countries that I may have missed. But I don't think there was. But yeah, so the Strait of Johor separates Malaysia with which country? Number eight, which sport would take place inside a velodrome? You can go with a generic term, it's fine. Which sport would take place inside a velodrome? Number nine, which of these lakes does not have the USA-Canadian border run through it? Is it Lake Erie? Is it Lake Ontario? Or is it Lake Michigan? Never know how Michigan is pronounced. Is it Michigan or Michigan? Or is it both? I don't know. One of those American states that I've never known how to pronounce. But which of these lakes does not have the USA-Canadian border run through it? Is it Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, or Lake Michigan, Michigan? Michelin Man. Oh. And finally, number 10, the French word ananas, ananas is for which fruit? So the French word ananas is for which fruit? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. publish on that button and push that one. Right, they are up on jvpqquestions.com. So head on over there if you need a recap on those final 2 rounds. All right, going to take another short break, and I shall return with some answers for you. It is that button there. I'll see you in 7. Right, answers then coming up very, very shortly for you. Yes, they are. They are just around the corner. Just a quick heads up. Bank holiday weekend is only a weekend away. Would you believe? I've got an idea and a plan that I'm looking at doing. Well, I'm not 100% sure, so I'll tell you what I'm thinking, and we'll go from there. The plan is obviously there's hundreds and hundreds of quizzes now on here from way back in March 2020. Now, not everyone, I know there's a lot of you who have, but not everyone has been with us since the very beginning, and not all of you are going to want to go back and watch every single quiz, because if you do that, you've got all these little bits and stuff in between. So I've started downloading the live quizzes from from March 2020. And what I've been doing is I've been editing out these bits. So all you're then left with is just me asking the questions and stuff. So that's the plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to re-upload them sort of every hour on bank holiday. So starting on the Friday morning, and they'll just upload. There'll still be a there'll still be a quiz on the Saturday night. But yeah, going right back to the beginning, and I'm going to start re-uploading them so that people can go back and watch. I'll leave the originals there for historical purposes. But yeah, I'm gonna be uploading the old ones so that you don't have to sit through all this bit. Really, you can go and find the old ones. They're all there. But yeah, so that's the plan. So you'll have for those of you who haven't been with us since the beginning, you'll have all the old quizzes available to you to play. Well, they're available now, but you know what I mean. Answers. Here we go. That's my idea anyway. Right, here we go. Plus you might have missed some as well. Right, answer sheets at the ready. Let's do it. Here we go. Connections. Number one. What is the name of a kind of shellfish that can be eaten? It is a clam. Shellfish, selfish. You can see where I was going with the dad joke. Number two. A piece of metal suspended in a bell is called a clapper. Number three. What is the hanging device in wood, plastic or metal designed for clothes called? It is coat hanger. Number four. What name is given to a period of 1,000 years? It is millennium. Number five. What can be either a curved line or number one enemy? It is arch, as in arch enemy or curved arch. Golden arches. Number six. The card game originally called 21 is now called blackjack or pontoon. Number seven. What is another name for column, pillar or belfry? It is tower. Number eight. A postponement, delay or stopping is called a suspension. Number nine. A long piece of metal or wood used in a structure is, now I know this was really difficult, but it's called a cantilever. Well done. If you got that, well done to you for getting that one. That was quite tricky. And so what links them all together? They are all bridges. Yes, they are all bridges. Thank you again to Liz and Keith, who aren't in France, they're in the UK, for submitting that one into me. So thank you very much for that. Apart from the fact that I probably massively gave the game away by giving you the answer to 9. So I think if you hadn't got that, you might have struggled to get the connection. But there you go. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Keith, for sending that in. Right, let's wrap it up then with general knowledge. Number one, Bonza is the new low-cost airline from which country? It is Australia. Number two, who wrote the novels Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer? It's Mark Twain. Number three, with which style of clothing would you associate the Levi Strauss brand? It is jeans. Number four, Rhodes is the 9th largest island of the Mediterranean and belongs to which country? It is Greece. Is the word it's got meaning. Number five, who won last Sunday's Netball World Cup final? It was Australia. I say, very, very good game that, to be fair. Commiserations to England. Number six, the Grand Marnier liqueur is flavoured with orange. Number seven, the Strait of Johor separates Malaysia with Singapore. Number eight, which sport would take place inside a velodrome? I will take cycling because that is the sport. It is like track cycling, but I will take cycling because I'm nice like that. if you want to be really harsh and someone's just written cycling and you've got track cycling, just fight it out amongst yourselves. Number 9, which of these lakes does not have the USA-Canadian border run through it? It is Lake Michigan. Michigan. The others have the Canadian USA-Canadian border run through. And finally, number 10, the French word ananas is for which fruit? It is pineapple. It's not bananas, it is pineapple. So then, tot your scores up. 50 points, as always, in total available for you this evening. I'm just putting the social media posts up so you can do those, because I know not everyone does the tiebreaker. So the social media posts are up if you want to share your scores on there. Let me come back to that one. Right, your tiebreaker, if you need it, is this. Lake Geneva. See, I've had a thing about lakes this week. Lake Geneva sits between France and Switzerland, but what is the surface area in miles? So Lake Geneva sits between France and Switzerland, but what is the surface area in miles? That is a very impressive score, Blair, because I know you don't like the first round. So well done to you. I'll give you a full house because I know you don't like the first round. So well done to Blair Robinson for his score tonight. Yeah, so I'll class that as a full house for you, Blair. Don't worry. Right, remember, nearest to you, this gets the point, and then if you still end up on a tie-breaking situation, rock, paper, scissors, and good luck. But this is 224 square miles. So 224 square miles. So nearest to it gets the point. That one there. There you go. That is it for this Thursday, the 17th of August. Thank you very much for being with us, and thank you very much for joining us this evening. Do let me know how you got on. So there will be a quiz on Saturday. I'm pretty much put it together. So basically it will be pre-recorded because we've got some things on this weekend. So yeah, pre-recorded Saturday, but it'll be out at the same time, usual time. It doesn't really affect you guys how you watch it. It's just how I sort it all out. So yeah, that'll be out on Saturday and then live again with you next Thursday evening. Thank you very much for your company as always on this Thursday night. Thank you very much for playing along. And I very nearly just hit the end stream button then, which would have been a really awkward goodbye. It would have just been Anyway, moving swiftly on. Thank you. We'll see you soon. So see you Saturday or I'll see you Thursday. As always for me, we'll see you soon. Take care. Stay safe.